Join me as I dive deep into ancient Stoic wisdom and challenge myself to find true happiness using their teachings. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that's all about finding inner peace and happiness despite the chaos that's happening around us. It's a philosophy that's been around for thousands of years, and its teachings are still highly relevant today. Many people are turning to Stoicism as a way to cope with the stress and anxiety of modern life, and it's easy to see why. Its principles are simple, yet powerful. Stoicism is all about living in the present moment and letting go of things that are outside of our control. It's about focusing on what we can control and accepting what we can't. This philosophy has been practiced by some of the most successful and happy people in history, from ancient Roman emperors to modern-day business leaders. By applying the principles of Stoicism to our daily lives, we can find a sense of calm and clarity that's hard to find in today's fast-paced world. The teachings of Stoicism are based on reason, self-control, and inner strength. It's a philosophy that's not just about thinking, but about doing. It's about taking action to improve our lives and the lives of those around us. Stoicism is not just some abstract concept, it's a practical guide for living a happy and fulfilling life. It's a way of thinking that can help us to navigate the challenges of modern life and to find happiness and inner peace, no matter what's happening around us. By embracing the principles of Stoicism, we can learn to live in harmony with ourselves and the world around us. We can learn to let go of our fears and anxieties and to focus on what's truly important. We can learn to live a simpler, more meaningful life and to find happiness and fulfillment in the present moment. People face many challenges in their pursuit of happiness, from stress and anxiety to feelings of overwhelm and burnout. Modern life can be overwhelming with its constant demands and pressures. Many people feel like they're just trying to keep up rather than actually living. They're stuck in a never-ending cycle of work, stress, and anxiety, and they can't seem to find a way out. Stress and anxiety are major obstacles to happiness, and they can be debilitating if left unchecked. They can make it hard to focus, to sleep, and to enjoy the things that bring us joy. They can also damage our relationships and make it hard to connect with others. The constant demands of modern life can be exhausting, and many people feel like they're just trying to survive rather than actually living. They're stuck in a rut and they can't seem to find a way out. They're searching for a sense of purpose and meaning, but they're not sure where to find it. Many people are also struggling with feelings of loneliness and disconnection. Despite being constantly connected to their devices, they're missing out on real human connection, and they're feeling empty and unfulfilled as a result. People are also struggling with self-doubt and negative self-talk, which can be major obstacles to happiness. They're beating themselves up over their mistakes, and they're struggling to find self-acceptance. The pursuit of happiness is a lifelong journey, and it's not always easy. There will be ups and downs, twists and turns, and it's easy to get lost along the way. We need to take a step back and look at the bigger picture. We need to focus on what's truly important and let go of the rest. We need to find a sense of purpose and meaning and pursue it with passion and dedication. The key to happiness is not some magic formula, but rather a set of principles that we can apply to our daily lives. It's about living in the present moment and finding joy and fulfillment in the simple things. One of the key principles of Stoicism is focusing on what you can control and accepting what you can't. This means letting go of our fears and anxieties about the future, and instead focusing on what we can control in the present moment. It means taking action to improve our lives, rather than just worrying about what might happen. Accepting what you can't control is also crucial. This means accepting the things that are outside of our control, and instead focusing on what we can do to improve our lives. It means letting go of our resistance to change, and instead embracing it as an opportunity for growth. The importance of virtue is another key principle of Stoicism. This means living a life of integrity and doing what is right even when it's hard. It means being honest, kind, and compassionate, and treating others with respect and dignity. by focusing on what we can control, accepting what we can't, and living a life of virtue. We can find a sense of inner peace and happiness that's not dependent on external circumstances. We can learn to navigate the challenges of life with ease and confidence, and find joy and fulfillment in the simple things. We can apply these principles to our daily lives in many ways, such as by setting goals and working towards them, practicing mindfulness and self-reflection, and cultivating positive relationships with others. The story of Epictetus, a former slave who became a prominent Stoic philosopher, is a powerful example of the transformative power of Stoicism. Despite being born into slavery, Epictetus found freedom and happiness through the principles of Stoicism. He learned to focus on what he could control, and to accept what he couldn't, and in doing so, he found a sense of inner peace and freedom that nothing could take away. The key teachings of Stoicism can lead to a more fulfilling and happy life. By focusing on what we can control, accepting what we can't, and living a life of virtue, we can find a sense of inner peace and happiness that's not dependent on external circumstances. By applying the principles of Stoicism, we can learn to navigate the challenges of life with ease and confidence and find joy and fulfillment in the simple things. We can learn to let go of our fears and anxieties and instead focus on what we can control in the present moment. The timeless wisdom of Stoicism is a powerful reminder that true happiness and fulfillment come from within. It reminds us that we have the power to choose how we respond to challenges and that we can find happiness and fulfillment no matter what's happening around us. In conclusion, the key teachings of Stoicism are simple yet powerful. By focusing on what we can control, accepting what we can't, and living a life of virtue, we can find a sense of inner peace and happiness that's not dependent on external circumstances. Check out the comments below and share your thoughts on Stoicism. Subscribe for more content on happiness and philosophy, and watch another video on how to apply Stoic principles to your daily life.